So hey guys, welcome to Learn with Rahul. So today we are going to talk about The Lady of Shallot by Alfred Tennyson. So before I start, I have a request for you guys. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon. Your subscription will be a huge motivation for me. So let's start. The Lady of Shallot is a lyrical ballad by the English poet Alfred Tennyson, based on the medieval Donna di Scalota. It tells the story of Elani of Astolat, a young noble woman imprisoned in a tower on an island near Camelot. One of the poet's best known works, its vivid medieval romanticism and enigmatic symbolism inspired many painters, especially the pre-Raphaelites and their followers. Like his other early poems, Sir Lancelot and Queen Guinevere and Galahad, the poem recounts Arthurian subject matter loosely based on medieval sources. Tennyson wrote two versions of the poem, one published in 1833 of 20 stanzas and the other in 1842 of 90 stanzas. The revised version has a significantly different ending. The revision was designed to match Victorian morals regarding gender norms and the act of suicide. Now let's talk about Alfred Tennyson. Alfred Tennyson, first Baron Tennyson, FRS 6 August 1809 to 6 October 1892, was a British poet. He was the poet laureate of Great Britain and Ireland during much of Queen Victoria's reign and remains one of the most popular British poets in 1829. Tennyson was awarded the Chancellor's Gold Medal at Cambridge for one of his first pieces, Timbuktu. He published his first solo collection of poems chiefly lyrical in 1830. Claribel and Mariana, which remain some of Tennyson's most celebrated poems, were included in this volume. Although decried by some critics as overly sentimental, his verse soon proved popular and brought Tennyson to the attention of well-known writers of the day, including Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Tennyson's early poetry, with its medievalism and powerful visual imagery, was a major influence on the pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. Here is a small picture of Alfred Tennyson, you can see here. Now let's talk about the summary of this poem, The Lady of Shallot. Firstly, talk about the setting of the poem. The Lady of Shallot is one of Alfred Lord Tennyson's most famous poems. Its setting is medieval during the days of King Arthur. Near Camelot is the island of Shallot, where a beautiful young maiden is imprisoned. See, the Lady of Shallot must not look at Camelot, but can only see what is reflected in a mirror. As she walks on waving a magical wave, if she looks at Camelot, she will be cursed. Now let's talk about the format of the poem. The poem is written in four parts. Each stanza has 9 lines that are written with a rhyme scheme of A, B, C, B. In many of the stanzas, the last line reads, "The Lady of Shallot." Tennyson repeats her name over and over to emphasize both her person and tragic circumstances. When we finish reading the poem, we remember her name and the hauntingly beautiful image she portrays. Part 1 of the poem. In part 1, we are introduced to the mystery of the young lady who is imprisoned on the island of Shallot in the middle of a river that follows down to Camelot. Few know of her, but early in the morning reapers can hear her sing a cheery song. They call her the Fairy Lady of Shallot. Part 2 of the poem. The Lady of Shallot spends her time waving a magic wave with colors gay. She has heard a whisper telling her that if she looks at Camelot, she will be cursed. She does not know what the curse will be, but she takes care not to look. However, as she waves, she looks into a clear mirror in front of her that somehow reflects the comings and goings of Camelot. The mirror is her only thing to the outside world, but what she sees, funerals, young lovers, makes her discount with the shadow images in the mirror. She longs for something that is real, saying, "I am half sick of shadows." Part 3 of the poem. In this section, we see a lengthy description of Sir Lancelot. He is described as bold, with shield and armor, almost like a star in a galaxy. His helmet has a feather, and his saddle jewels. He is astonishingly handsome, with a coal black curls. He catches the eye and heart of the lady of Shallot as he rides by the banks of river singing Tira Lira. This is how she responds. She left the web, she left the loom. She made three pieces through the room. She saw the water lily bloom. She saw the helmet and the plume. She looked down the camelot. Out flew the wave and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. The curses come upon me, cried the lady of Shallot. This young woman is too taken by Sir Lancelot that she stops her work and looks at Camelot. Uh, though she risks the mysterious curse, the mirror actually breaks, and her web is either thrown out of the window where it floats down the river or magically floats out of the window on its own. The Lady of Shalott realizes she is cursed. Part 4 of the poem. Weather is extremely bad or stormy, but the Lady of Shalott races down to the banks of the river, finds a boat, and scribbles her name around the edge of it. She then enters the boat wearing a flowing white dress and begins to float downstream toward Camelot. At sunset, she sings as she floats onward. Others hear a carol mournful holy that she chanted lowly. It must have been terribly cold out because the poor woman freezes to death before she reaches the farce house in Camelot. The lords and ladies of Camelot all come out and look at her. Dead and lovely in the boat, they read her name and cross themselves in fear. Who is this woman? What happened? Then, in a moment of irony, Sir Lancelot himself bows down next to her and says, "She has a lovely face. God in his mercy lend her grace, the Lady of Shalott." So that's all for today, guys. I hope this video will be a great help for you. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Your subscription will be a huge motivation for you. So love you guys. Take care. Bye. Over and out.